Hi, I'm Lori, and welcome to the Way of Positive Change. We're looking to see who's telling the truth today between Dr. Fauci and Rand Paul. All right, let's look and see if the scientist, Dr. Fauci, is telling the truth. So, no political affiliation here, removing my knowledge of what's going on between the two of them, just looking at the facts, asking our guides and angels who's telling the truth, whoops, and who isn't. Sun card comes out when we're looking at Fauci. So he at least feels like he's going to wiggle out of this and go free. Guides and angels, please show us if Dr. Fauci is telling the truth. Is he telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right. Well, 10 of Pentacles. He's got a pretty good, safe platform. Okay. He is going up against his obstacle is gossip, spying, words that don't hold water. I call this the fish in the tank card because, you know, when fish fight in the tank, all the silt gets turned up and you have to wait for it to settle to find out who bit who. All right, he tried to help people. His nature is to try to assist people. Okay, he did have some decisions to make on who he was going to work with. You know, perhaps some of the people that he worked with in the previous administration, some he liked, some he didn't like. Okay, he has lawyered up. We already know that. Okay, now there are a few things that he's not quite certain of. And there are a few things where he might be obfuscating. He might be playing the shell game with some information here. Now, is he protecting someone? Is he protecting himself? We don't so far have the moon or the Seven of Swords or the Five of Swords yet. He is offering information that he wants people to look at and take note of. He feels that he is being observed. He's concerned. He's not quite sure how he's going to get out of this mess, but he feels like he will get out of it. His feet are not tied, but he's in a little bit of a pickle here. There's opportunity for him to walk through this arbor, and this is a gate card, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Strength card leads me to believe that he, although he may be trying to control the narrative a little bit because of all of the speculative talk that surrounds him, I feel like with the Strength card and in the absence of the Moon or other deceitful, you know, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords cards, I feel like he's telling the truth here for the most part, and he feels like he's been slayed in the back here. He's really taken a lot of this. All right, so let's see. Now, perhaps Rand Paul thinks he's telling the truth as well. Maybe he's been given information that makes him think that he's telling the truth. All right, Senator Rand Paul. Is he telling the truth? He's, you know, pretty much brought this to the attention of the public for what he thinks is mishandling of the crown bug and the labs, and whether it came from humans or it was created in a lab or if it came from a bat. I mean, he's just all over the place with this, saying he thinks Fauci is responsible. Okay, so let's see. Is Rand Paul telling the truth? Guides and angels, is Rand Paul telling the truth? Okay, they said that's it right there. Let's see. All right, so he's searching, searching, searching for the answer. And he could be seeking answers from someone that he believes is a guru, or he's trying to be the guru and providing answers for someone else after this search. Okay, what he believes, what he knows, and how he thinks in his ethical standpoint does not meet up with other people's ethics. Uh, he may need to learn this. These are both the teacher cards in the tarot. Both the Hierophant and the Hermit are the two teachers in the major arcana. So he needs to learn more information before he speaks. This is the obstacle, and his challenge is to educate himself a little bit more. He doesn't, in his current viewpoint, he can only get so far. He only has so much. He's in his own way here. He may be talking about the loss of life here, or the lost privileges, or the loss in business, something. He's trying to shed light on that. He's moving forward. He wants to be in the limelight. His ego is full. It's larger than the size of Texas. I know he's from another state, but okay, so he's got more information that more arrows he's trying to sling. He's working in tandem with another person here who's trying to help give him some of this information. They think with this additional words that they're going to say that this will help people come around to their way of thinking. But this means I don't have stable footing. I'm trying to grapple with these numbers and these facts, and I'm trying to make this happen. I'm trying to, okay, but it's too much, and it could be just too much of the verbal onslaught that just means I'm giving you too many facts of this kind, and I don't have enough of this other kind, and this is too heavy of a load. And I don't think that Rand Paul can continue on this road. This has sort of, he meant it to be one way, and he created, like, he planted this weed that sort of grew up around him and is around his waist here. I don't think he can get where he wants. He's going to try to press this, but I don't think that he has the backing of government either, because the Hierophant is the government. And I just think he's up over his skis with this. So I'm not going to say that this is saying that he's lying, but I don't think that he has all the facts in order to press his case. So that's where I am with that. All right. Some people will see him as being a hero, or some people will see as being an egotistical oompa, but he needs to gather more information before he tries this. So that's that. All right. See you next time. The Way of Positive Change. Thanks.